Vincenzo'S Gold Crypto Investing. This June the 12th, 2025. Quick update here. Sorry, I've been on the go since 5:30 this morning, and I haven't had a chance to get an update. I'm still at work, but we wanted to give you this quick update. We can see here go into the full screen. We're going to do all this in the 2-hour time frame and as many coins as I can get to real quick. You can see real quick today we've had a little bit of a movement in the Bitcoin price, and you can see the movement was we got very close to the all-time high, very close back to the all-time high after the pump from about 100,300, and we went down about 2.20 or $2,393.02. And now what we're going to watch this weekend is, do we come all the way down to the 97,136.20, or do we get support this weekend and start to pump and breach the old high and try to make a run up here at our target of 118,537.16. Obviously, you guys still do know with my tracks in the background, our forecast has remained consistently the same. Even though we did pump up, I still think this will break down, and I still think this 97,000, this 90,000, and then this underneath 74,000 and change major double bottom that started, short-term double bottom right here back in early to mid-April, that actually started this rising channel. Now we've traded out of it, and a technical move is actually back down to that 97 or to that 74,000 and change down there, about 38% down from where the price is. Now you can see it right there. That's where the price is at right there. You see that? So that's what we're talking about there. If we go into the Ethereum obviously has had the biggest move to the downside today, as it's had the biggest move to the upside. And obviously the next target up here would have been 3,048. We got as high as $2,885. Now we've come back down to just above the 200-day in the daily time frame. You can see we had this long consolidation and then this pump the last couple of days. What we're going to watch now is on the way down, if you breach these three moving averages, which are the daily time frame moving averages, if you break the 200-day and then the 100-day moving average, it's going to force you all the way back down to the $1,816, and it can happen very, very fast. The same as today, after we had yesterday and today, maybe overnight last night, you can see swing high to swing low. That's already 8.75% swing to the downside in just a matter of a few hours. So Ethereum can go very, very quickly. So those are your targets that you'd be looking at, and you'd be concerned that you would come down to the $1,816 if you broke that $2,317 level. The XLM price is the same thing, the same thing that we've been talking about for the last several weeks in Ethereum. If we zoom out, you can see we've been trading just above the 25.5 cents, and every time we've gotten a bounce off of it, like bounce number 1, rejected. Fake out to the downside, bounce number 2, rejected. Bounce number 3, and the highest one up to about 34 cents, rejected. Bounce number 5, rejected. Bounce number 6, and initially rejected, where we sat and talked about ever since about May the 30th, that the moving averages would be where you would look to get rejected, and that's exactly where you just got rejected, where the moving average is there. And if you look at where you're at now, you can see it's been today where the 100-day moving average actually rejected you up here at the 28 cents. We're now below all three moving averages in the daily time frame, which means your next area that it's going to trade down to more than likely is, again, that same support level at about the 25.5 cents. And obviously, if we do breach that and we get forced down this week on what we'd be looking for, there could be a catastrophic flush. Not catastrophic, but a big flush. If you do break this area again this weekend, you could flush all the way down if the Bitcoin price rolls over during the weekend, right? They like to do big downturns or upswings on the weekend, and that could happen there. Then, again, on the upside, if you turned around and actually got bullish and tapped this again and got very bullish, right, you could swing all the way back up to about very quickly, the 33, 34, 35 cents, right? So that's what we're going to be watching out for with the XLM price still in the same area that we've been watching. The XRP price is the same too. The only difference with the XRP price is we're at different price levels, and you can see XRP's 25 cents is the 209 neckline support. Bounce, rejected, rejected, bounce, rejected by the 255, all the way back down, bounce, rejected, bounce, and again rejected on an area that we've been talking about which would be the three moving average. The two moving average is the 50 and the 100, and the 200 is just below that, sitting right on the 209 neckline support. So obviously this weekend and tomorrow, if you come down to the neckline support, you have to hold that. We don't want to buy that. You have to hold that, because if we get below this and confirm this as resistance, you come very, very quickly in the blink of an eye, like that, down back to the $1.61 wick low, right? Because we do know, we still believe we're in this head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern that we've been in and called out in mid-January just after that 340 swing high. We still believe a $1.29 target is going to be hit. We've been fighting for dear life on this neckline support, but it looks now like this weekend could be a catalyst, especially if the Bitcoin price continues to give, that we could break that neckline support, and that would be very, very critical and a very, very big market move on continuing to follow through and confidence on our forecast to keep you, the retail trader, highly educated and informed to make educated investing decisions for yourself as we 401k, real estate, stocks, gold, and silver, and crypto invest, right? Peace and love. We'll give a better update when I get home this evening.